All right. Hello, my YouTube cubes. It's been a bit. It's been a while. I apologize. That it's been so long. Also, my face, which has not been seen here or on Twitch for a long time as well, is back. Yes. Back. Let's not waste time, though. I'm sitting here trying to collect my thoughts, and they're already collected. You need to log in and do some fractals. Okay, because tomorrow the Fractal Rush ends. It started on June 1st. I should have had a live stream on Thursday last week, but we were so busy over on Twitch doing all the Guild Wars 2 stuff. Log in, do the Nightmare Fractal with the DPS. There's a lot of DPS groups. It'll give you 4 every time. I mean, every time. And you just need 5 of those, so you need to run it twice. And you can run other fractals too if you want. But by doing that, you'll get Fractal Rush trophies, turn them in. There is amazing rewards. And let me get into the game here just to explain what's going on with that and why you should probably rush in there and get it. The big thing you need to know is there is not achievement points in this there to gather for this event or anything like that. It was really good. I got my 3rd tier collection done myself and that kind of thing. So if you're looking for those kind of achievements, the groups are going and people knew what they were doing. But anyways, there is this Ranu person, Subdirector Ranu, well, Assistant Subdirector Ranu. And they will give you the tier rewards that are found in the achievements panel in the bonus event, in the Fractal Rush. By turning in 100 of them, you would be able to get the amulet and stuff. You may not have time for that, but if you can run the Nightmare Fractal 25 times, which is pretty quick actually, you can still get this done before they take it away tomorrow. You have 18 hours from right now to finish it. So yeah, there it is. There it is. There's fractal weapons and all sorts of stuff. But hold on, that is not there it is. Because there are 5 tiers of rewards for just turning in 5 of those rush tokens. And that's my point. They're full of like 100 fractal relics. They give you 20 keys, 15 boosters total, lots of karma, a gold fractal weapon crate, and I think either 1 or 2 fractal weapon crates. I'm not sure, and the potions as well, if you need those. There's one that gives you 3 pristine fractal relics, a fractal weapon crate, and an ascended salvage tool. So there's a lot of great rewards inside of these tiered rewards. There's also 28 fractal research pages. The reason why they're giving all this stuff is so you can finish your back piece. Guaranteed. By turning in 5 tokens, you also get a bonus box of goods. I believe there's another one in there somewhere. So you'll get that, and there's all the fractal rush stuff you need to know. Get in, do a couple, turn in 5. If you can get all 100 rush trophies in, do it. But the more important thing is to turn in those 5, talk to Ranu, and get those tier rewards, because they're more than probably what you're going to get running the fractals in general. Although I did get an ascended armor chest and things out of it doing it this week. It was pretty fun, and I just want to touch upon that I have been doing my legendary back piece collection. I got it from tier 3. I think I had like 3 or 4 things done in tier 3 to the tier 3, the 4th collection, excuse me, the actual end of the collection here to make the back piece. I had to craft the back piece and things like that to get here. There is now a gift of wood and a gift of metal involved and all that. But I've been working on that because there were so many people in Fractals. That should carry over in a sense of other people may be getting as close as I am. So look around, see if there are people who are willing to help you finish these challenges and things like that. But that's the whole point, is to help you get the legendary back piece done, the ad infinitum. So if you are looking to get that done, this week was your chance, but now that some of that energy will carry over. The other thing is you need to log in right now anyways to get your free episodes from Season 2. So let's talk about that a little bit. Starting back in May, they gave us the first 2 episodes, Gates of Maguma, Entanglement. This week is Dragons Reach Part 1 and Part 2. That ends tomorrow. So if you log in tomorrow, you'll unlock Echoes of the Past and Tangled... Echoes of the Past and Tangled Paths. Whew. Say that 10 times fast. So you need to log in to get that for free. So if you want Dragons Reach Part 1 and 2, you need to do that within 18 hours. I think it tells you that. Yes, 18 hours. Then a week from tomorrow, they'll give us the final 2 episodes, Seeds of Truth and Point of No Return. It's all free only if you log in. But not only that, they have been giving us achievement points. Now, one of them's bugged, so I didn't finish all mine. But there's actual achievement points with this stuff, and if you do the full meta through all the episodes they're giving out and the series achievements, the metas, what am I trying to say? So there's metas for the episodes that they're releasing for free, or they're highlighting, I guess, and then you do those and it will unlock a bigger meta. So if you go into the general tab, which one is it? Oh no. Side stories, right? General tab. Story journal. Uh-oh. Why am I not remembering this suddenly? This is every time, but it should be its own thing. Yeah. Side stories. Gosh. But anyways, there's Seasons of Dragons right here. Each tier is worth 25 achievement points. There are 4 achievements per tier. That means each season is going to be its own achievement for the meta. Full, like, do you know what I mean? Like each tier. But I guess maybe not. You don't have to complete them all. But what you'll get here is an Ascended Weapon Chest. You'll get a Fragment, a Prismatic Light, which unlocks a Precursor. It's like a redeemable token for End of Dragons. You get a 32 slot bag, and you'll also... back in here, people jumping around like crazy. You'll also get a Prismatic Champions Inheritance, which is a legendary amulet, and with the legendary Armory that we're going to be talking about soon coming out, that is important. You also get a returning champion title when you finish it. I plan on finishing this because I think it's the easiest way to get a legendary amulet is to just play back through the story, do the achievements. So tomorrow we are returning to Silver Waste. It's a huge, easy to do map in the sense that people have been doing it so long for farming. It should be fun to jump back in there and see how far it's come. So, I mean, there's just no reason not to do it for the amount of achievements and rewards and stuff. And if you haven't done the older achievements too, you'll get some of that done as well. The whole thing is worth it for that. I think that's it. Side stories. I'm trying to think what else. Okay. If you do not finish the achievements as they come out as bonus events, they are permanent. So, if you log in and unlock the episodes, but don't do the achievements, don't worry. You can complete those at any time. You just need the episodes unlocked to be able to get those new meta achievements done. So if it's not unlocked, you're eventually either going to have to pay gems, or whatever to unlock it. Whether you're going to do it through the gem store, or they're going to have another event where they give these episodes out for free. They've given these episodes out for free, like, I think the second or third time. So it's not like they're trying to hide these behind a cash wall all the time, which is an odd thing. But they're trying to refresh us on the entire story of Guild Wars 2, probably going into Dragons, and they're rewarding veterans and new players alike with these amazing things, and they're also giving us stuff so we can play with their new toys, like the Legendary Armory, and it's a brilliant, amazing thing. Yes, there are rewards in the new metas as well for each of the 2 episodes that they highlight. Some of them pretty good, some of them not. but there are Mystic coins inside. So some people are like, well, I have all the Pact Fleet weapons unlocked, blah, blah, blah. I don't, so the reward's even better. But if you don't want that, you can get 6 Mystic coins, which is not really going to cover the price of what they're worth. But if you already have the collection done, at least you're getting something, and Mystic coins are a great thing to acquire at this point. If you've done the last couple episodes, the Legacy of Llama Locator is supposed to be fixed either by tomorrow or sometime this week. So, again, this is June 7th. Tomorrow's June 8th. It's broken for those who already had it done, so veterans got a little bit hit there, but what's new? I'm also trying to think of what else was going on that made me want to go into this general tab. I think it's the dry top achievements that they were going back through a little bit. So tomorrow's the Silver Waste. So if you want to look at those achievements today and sort of get an idea what you might have to do tomorrow while you're doing things, there it is. Twilight Arbor Aether Path is coming back. What's great about that is I also need something for the legendary back piece from Fractals, some worm I have to defeat or something in the collection. So maybe I can get that done when they bring this back. I also don't have all the achievements done for this. So it's So back when they did season 1, I actually quit pseudoli when they came out with Twilight Arbor, and that's when they started to permanently keep the achievements. So what ended up happening was I was too burnt out to continue to play the living story because I was doing World versus World, started getting in PvP and all that kind of stuff, right? And I was helping run a big guild. So I was like, I'm too tired. I'm just not going to do this living world thing. Oh, well, achievement points. But then ArenaNet was like, you know what? We're keeping them permanently. And I'm just like, what? When I finally had enough, ArenaNet also was like, look, Zorric, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal, Zorric. Let's keep the achievements. So I still have a lot. A mini clock heart is in here, 25. So if this becomes part of that rotation through the story and that kind of stuff, Twilight Arbor, Aether Path, that would be great. That would be great for me to finally catch up on this. And that's what's great about all these events and things going on, is to sort of get veterans back in and new players to sort of get to play some of that stuff. And those veterans have a lot of experience, so it's great to see people sort of getting to see what the old school players have been doing. Even some old school players have been coming back, so it's been an interesting journey through that. The other thing is my achievement points are going up, so I'll definitely hit 39,000 achievement points before End of Dragons, but a lot of people getting those achievement points is important because it can unlock gems, it can unlock other things. So if you did miss the free episodes, those gems could go towards that or whatever. But getting those extra laurels, those extra bonuses to your account will help out in the long run, and it will help out in the short term too, with the End of Dragons, I'm sure, with whatever we got to do there. So, but anyways, that was really long-winded for Fractals going into the free episodes, but I wanted to get it out there immediately before we start going back over everything that we know. Also, the other thing I didn't point out was if you do have 100 of those tokens, those rush trophies, I'm sorry, I keep calling them tokens, but really they are. Fractal rush trophies is what they're called. If you have extras, you can turn them into bonus box of goods, but there's a Fractal Gate portal scroll that's what I saved up for. I've already earned over 120 of the rush trophies just throughout the week. So if you're gonna rush and get your 100 rush trophies, may I suggest the Fractal Gate portal scroll, which will take you right here to the gate. It's where I started when I was doing this today. I started literally right here, and this is where it brings you. So, I believe so, anyways. But yeah, got that done, got all that stuff done, so if you're curious, there it is. I'm trying to think of what other achievement stuff or reward stuff that was there. I can't think of it right now because I'm already ready for the next thing. My Necro has not gone through the story, so or through the season 2 story, and I've just found every reason not to go back to the story. So doing this is fantastic to finally finish that part up for my main character here. I used to run a warrior and things like that, so if you're a veteran to the game and you want to go through all the story again, it's a great chance to do that, get some rewards for doing it. It's been a lot of fun. it's fun going back and reminiscing a little bit and seeing how different the game was back then, good or bad. There's some good to it, but you see just how different they implemented the story, how different the writing was, how different the NPCs were, you know, and going back and all of that. It's been a fun journey so far, and tomorrow we get to continue into the third step. But again, the events aren't done, so I'm gonna back out, go back to this screen here, and we're going to go through what's left. So we're done with May. We've gone into June. The Fractal Rush event has begun. So what's left? Big question, always. Let me just shut this off. So that ends tomorrow, the Fractal Rush event. It was great. The rewards were great. All that was in there. That was in there was great. So it's been the episodes and seeing people come back to the map and me being able to grab things I didn't have and things like that. I'm sure others are feeling the same way. It's a real fun thing they're doing to lead up to their announcement of End of Dragons when that releases, whatever. I don't know. I think ArenaNet's doing a great job here with it. There's been one major bug so far out of everything that's happened, and I think that's okay. So let's talk about the rest of June. June 18th, we have the World vs. World no downstate bonuses and all that come back. But no downstate, if you're downed, you're dead. That's it. There is no recovering, rallying, anything like that. A lot of people enjoy that. They go in with harder hitting builds. They go in with very glass cannon like strategy, and others take it the other way where they try to outlast, and it just brings the extremes out from the normal strategy of picking up your downed or protecting them or just aiming for the down. Instead, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to worry about killing. Get that HP to 0. And I think it's a fun little thing. That's June 18th. That's here in a couple weeks. But the thing is, don't forget, so June 8th is tomorrow. We unlock a couple episodes. A week from then, June 15th, I believe. Check the map. Or check the calendar, Zorric. Yeah, June 15th is the next couple episodes, and then that Friday is June 18th, which will give us World vs. World no downstate. So we have time to get our story stuff done and then jump into that, right? So we're going to be in Silver Waste. I'm trying to think where the episodes take you after that, but I don't think it matters. Season 2 is still Silver Waste, but in other places type things. Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff. No spoilers, but we're gonna be doing some fun stuff in the story. At the same time, most frustrating stuff in season 2. But it's. I think that's when the story really started to get like, this is getting really dangerous. And I think that's what they were trying to prepare you for HOT. But HOT came at you so hard, so fast. It was not as fun as I think it could have been. If you know what I mean. But anyways, June 18th, World vs. World downstate. So the 8th, 2 new story things come out tomorrow. 15th, 2 new episodes. And I believe 22nd we go into season 3. If they're doing 2 episodes at a time there, woo, that's Bloodstone Finn, and I'm trying to think where the second place was. Ember Bay. Bloodstone Finn and Ember Bay, I think it would be. Ember Bay was not a favorite map of mine, but I enjoyed Ember Bay. I enjoyed the idea of Ember Bay. I just don't like what's in it. And if they make us do the Chalice of Tears again, I'm going to be upset. Very upset. But you only see that live on Twitch. You won't see that here. There's too many F-bombs. YouTube will be like, yo, we're going to restrict this. Somebody reported that you're dropping F-bombs like a crazy person. And they would be correct, because I am a crazy person. June 22nd, we get the Dragon Bash as well. So that should be running at least 20 days is what they've been doing. So the Zytaffy, the holograms, 50 achievement points there. Oh, lots of achievement points. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think this month you can earn, if you're a veteran, you can still earn nearly 140 or something like that. Can't think of the actual number that I added up, but it's a lot of achievement points this month for veterans. New players, you're talking like 500. There is a lot of stuff you can get between Dry Top, Silver Waste, the new meta achievements, the meta achievement, and just the Dragon Bash. There's just so many achievement points to earn. So if you feel behind or you want those rewards, this is the month for you. There's just so much stuff on those maps. There's so much stuff in the stories. There may be even more than it's a lot. It's a lot for a new player. But that can feel overwhelming, so take your time. Again, those achievements aren't going away. Focus more on the Dragon Bash. Make sure you get the Dragon Bash annual done. If you're worried about achievements, this will go away, and you only get that chance once a year for the time it's there. And there's no way to really catch up on that. Again, Guild Wars 2 isn't a game you can catch up on. The game that you sort of just invest the time in and get those rewards that others already have. So catch up isn't really a thing, and I'm not talking about the condiment. All right, so that's June, okay? And we've gone through this in a past live show where I just went through all that. That's why I made these. So we got to remember, so the 22nd, then the 29th, more episodes come out. And that's Bitterfrost and not Draconis Mons. The other one. Ooh, which one am I missing in there? It's Draconis Mons and Siren's Landing, right? Trying to think. Was there... Oh no, I can't remember. There's another map that I can't remember. Maybe it is Draconis Mons and I can't remember the 5th one. Go in the game, Zorric. Go in the game, look at your tome. Give them the knowledge that they absolutely need. But on the 29th, it would definitely be Bitterfrost, which was my favorite map overall. I love Bloodstone Fen. There are some things frustrating about Bloodstone Fen, but I love the idea of Bloodstone Fen. And then Bitterfrost was just, it's just chef's kiss. There's so many things in there that I like. But again, there's things in there I don't like. I don't like that northeast corner where it's always you're frozen forever. You didn't get something that just made you immune to that. With good reason. They want you to do the work. Let me look really quick. Season 3. Which one am I missing? Lake Doric. That's right. It's going to be Bitterfrost and Lake Doric. Lake Doric is a little meh. That's actually when I switched from Warrior over to Necro. In Season 2. That's when I finally switched my main. Because I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to... I was struggling, okay? So, like... That's what Lake Doric is. So... There, I'm gonna not go back to my character screen so we can talk about more episodes. But again, that's if they're doing 2 at a time. So that'd be Bitterfrost and Lake Doric. I wonder how they're gonna do the achievements for that. Because there's a map for each of these now. Instead of like introducing after 4 episodes a new map, they're doing one every time. Which, you know, that was a big thing. And then, of course, to hit July, that'd be July 6th. That will be the final 2 episodes in Season 3. So that would be Draconis Mons and Siren's Landing. Then we go to Season 4. I believe the only free episodes is 2 and 3. Season 4, I don't think they're giving for free, but who knows. But that's closing in on that major date, the 27th. So if we go to Season 4 and they're releasing it 2 at a time, and they're continuing that, or they may not even highlight anything. They may just be like, here's some new achievements from Season 4, or Iceberg Saga is going to be in there too, so they may just introduce something there, and that would be July 13th. So I don't know what's going to happen after that. But we got other dates to check here. So July 5th is a PvP tournament. That starts on a Monday. Right, because July 6th is the story stuff. So that's an all-week event, special tournaments, the Tournament of Legends on July 11th, which is, again, that's on a Sunday? Am I wrong about my dates here? No, that starts on a Sunday. Tournament of Legends is on a Sunday. It makes sense. It's a big tournament. And then July 23rd, we get another World vs. World week-long event, which pushes us into that July 27th. Hold on, not that one. The July 27th big announcement. right? But in between that, so this is where we're missing stuff in July, is July 13th. We get the legendary Armory, and then so the 6th is Siren's Landing and Draconis Mons, the story. The 13th, it's a legendary Armory and Twisted Marionette. So season 4's got to be involved in there somehow, but the Twisted Marionette is going to be the thing I'm most excited about. It's in Lornar's Pass. There's 3 lanes of battle, and the event's going to be updated for our OPness. Can I say that? But that's how I said it. We're like just all the power creep and stuff has made us OP in the Central Tyria. So OPness. I said it. OP hyphen ness. But really, that's why they have to update it. The legendary Armory, it's going to be fun to see what that's all about and things like that. People are worried that it's not free. It's free when it comes out. And if it's anything like the build tabs, you're going to pay for extra things if it's in there. I would not be surprised. Again, ArenaNet does not have a subscription. They got to make money somewhere. So those really trying to take advantage. But I can't imagine something that would get in the way of you just slotting your characters a certain way through the build template. I don't know. It would be weird if they would lock it to so many characters or something like that for a weapon or anything like that. But it would also make sense for those who have extra weapons and things to be able to take advantage of that. So I don't know. I don't know. There's more of a speculative. I don't know what the word is. Speculative depression about it, I guess. But again, remember there are jaded, just absolutely people. Man, I was looking at something like just to go on a tangent here. So today I learned that people really hate Stadia, Google Stadia, and I don't really care because I don't use it and I'm not planning to use it, and I've not really looked into it myself. But the amount of people that say like it's dead or it's dying, it's not very good and things, is incredibly just weird voids compared to the people. So people come out and they bad talk Stadia, and the other side comes out and says, have you tried it? You should try it. There's a free trial, right? And there is. I looked. You can try it for free. And the thing is, that's how their response is. I have to wonder if the people are saying it's dead and things like that are jaded for some reason because it didn't work well for them when they did try it, or they want to see it fail because they believe it's taking away from consoles and PC and things, or it's giving advantage to people who would be underappreciated due to financial circumstance. It's $12.99 a month. I mean, $13 for the amount of games in there. Somebody said it would take 6 years of monthly payments to pay for all the games. Just to give you an idea how massive it is. And you can cancel at any time too. If you try it for a month for $13 and you get at least 40 hours of gaming out, I think it would be totally worth it. But you know, and I think there's also, you can get don't hold me to this, but you get your money back too. I don't see how the whole thing would be a negative, but these people out there are just trash talking it. Same thing here in Guild Wars 2. There's just some things people will trash talk before they even have it in their hands. I mean, it's a common thing in the world, but here in Guild Wars 2, it's a level, man. It's on a level of just, oh, it's a dead game anyways. Why are they trying to give us a system we should have had 8 years ago? Legendaries weren't that big of a deal 8 years ago, just to give an idea. Secondly, we didn't have Gen 2 legendaries until HOT, which was 2015. So it was like more like 6 years ago. It would be nice to start seeing some of that. We didn't have legendary armor until 2016, and most of it didn't have it until 2017, 2018. So even then, a legendary armory would be only so effective. But when they added in the runes and sigils, you had an argument. When they were giving us the accessories, you had more of an argument. But like to now say they're giving us the system, but it's too late, so we shouldn't have it anyways, that is just a weird take. And you can die on that hill because nobody's going to visit it. All right? So my thing is, I will care more when it is out than I care now about it. I'm excited. I'm preparing. I'm trying to get my legendary back piece. I will get the legendary amulet. I will play with this new toy, and I will see what ArenaNet has done with it and how NCSoft has reached their hand in and tried to financially pull money out of our pockets. But again, if there is something that is going to restrict players too much, they are going to hear it loud and clear from the casual player base, which is a huge group of people with a lot of power in the game. You gotta think a lot of casuals out there, they don't like restrictive things when they were trying to have convenient things. So if something convenient comes out and it's too restrictive, it's not convenient then, right? And so therefore they're gonna come out and be like, what the F? And I'm not talking about the toxic casuals who are like, give me everything for free. No, I'm talking about the actual players who care and they're willing to pay money for something. But if they have to pay money for something that doesn't make sense, they're going to tell ArenaNet. Same thing when the licenses came out for the mounts. A lot of people came out and been like, this is BS, you should earn these in game, blah, blah, blah. It's always the argument there. But the casual player base with their wallet said differently. They bottom and bottom and bottom and bottom, and ArenaNet brought back more. And it's still there. And there's still a lot of people saying, oh, it's not right to gamble, but it is not a gamble system. Is it RNG? Yes. Is it gambling? No. Because I don't remember the last time I went to a casino and put money. Actually, I don't think I've ever been to a casino to gamble. But anyways, I don't remember putting money into something and then, oh, after so many tries, you're going to get the jackpot. I mean, it's not gambling. There's RNG. There's your argument, but to say it's like supporting gambling or something like that, I don't know. You can buy them out right now. ArenaNet has changed the system, and I think some people are, again, just jaded. They're just absolutely, they don't have the money, or they don't have the time, or they just want to see the company fail because they didn't like a few decisions. And that's where we get that pushback out in the community about Legendary Armory and like, oh, they're going to find a way to try to make money off this. Yeah, it's what ArenaNet does, but it can't be too restrictive. And if it is, it's going to be a flop, and it's going to hurt their End of Dragon sales, which is not a good idea from NCSoft when they hand them the paycheck to make the stuff, right? When they say, here's money to make an expansion, you don't want to do things that will hurt the bottom line of that expansion. You want good sales, you want numbers to brag about. And you can't brag about things if you're going to make something come out to flop that is free. Free! I want to let you know it's free, but it can't flop, even on the free side. So, to go along with that, just think we get free content all the time. The events happening right now, all this stuff is free. It's free development. I haven't paid a dime for this, technically. I paid for my expansions, I paid for convenience off the gym store, and I paid to get nice looking skins. I never thought my money would go to them revamping the Twisted Marionette that we've asked for. So to ask for it and them to do it, it's still free. I don't have to pay $5 to get into this. Anybody can join in. Anybody, because even free accounts have access to Lornar's Pass, so I don't see how that's going to hurt anything. So the people who did pay money are benefiting everyone else through the other systems, whether they are buying the build templates, which some people don't mind paying for, and things like that. If you have expendable cash and you're putting it into the game, I'm all for that, because no one's going to put money into something they don't like. You know what I mean? If you don't like something, you're going to stop spending cash. You know, I like opening Black Lion chests, but I can't afford it, and that sucks for me. But there are ways to earn Black Lion keys, right? I don't have to open the wallet all the time. I can spend the gold. I can farm them out in the game, right? There are things I can do, and ArenaNet has always done that. I don't think the Legendary Armory is going to fall under build templates. I think there will be something that they could monetize, and they're probably going to be very lenient with it if they do. And that's if they do. Because the wardrobe system, when that came out, the monetization was already there. That was through the transmutation charges and things like that. And a lot of people forgot they were already being charged money if they wanted those skins. And so when we get into the Legendary Armory, I mean, it's probably, that's where they're going to make their money, is those transmutation charges. Because putting a legendary weapon on your character, the question is, are you going to have to transmute weapon skins on top of it for those who don't want to show the armor, or don't like the legendary weapon and want to have their character have a certain look? I think that's where the money still plays in here, and it's just going to be an expanded wardrobe in a sense with what legendaries you have unlocked. I think that's it. And all the naysaying is just going to happen and things like that. People are naysaying the Twisted Marionette too, in a very small space. And I just want to take that negativity and ball it up and throw it away. Because it's not here. It's not here yet. We can't complain about something like when people tell me about this thing that I have discovered now about myself, I get angry about something that hasn't happened because I'm predicting it's going to happen. But you can't do that. It's not good for you. For me it is, because when it does happen, inevitably, when I'm angry about something, not the Marionette per se, but when I get angry about something, it usually is going to happen. And then it does happen, and then I'm like, see? Right? And I'm not angry about it in that moment because I got mad about it back there. But some people, they're gonna hold too, right? They're gonna be like, the Twisted Marionette's gonna be a big failure, blah blah blah. And then even when it comes out and it's not a big failure, most people enjoy it. Like 80-90% of people are playing it, right? And they're gonna be like, see, it's not that great still, blah blah blah, for these reasons. There's bugs or whatever reason they'll find to try to hold on to that opinion, try to make themselves right. And that kind of arrogance is what gets in the way of good production and an honest criticism. So sometimes people don't realize that their opinions are just opinions. There's no fact in something that isn't here yet. If I'm going to make a new car, you can't say that new car is going to suck because I chose aerodynamic paneling of this sort versus that one, until it's in your hands and you see that, oh, but he put the aerodynamic tire rubber on blah blah blah, and so that's where they saved on the drag, right? Something like that. That's a weird example, but that's my point. You won't know until you have it in your hands, because I didn't tell you about the tires. I'm only going to tell you about the things I know now, and I might not have time to tell you about everything else later. So you need to wait until the product is out, then you can make a decision there. But it's free. If I was going to give you a free car, what are you complaining about? Anyhow, July 13th is going to be a big day. I mean, we're going to be playing through these episodes week after week. The episodes do not take veterans that long. New players maybe a little bit longer. But there's a lot of dialogue in Season 2. Season 3, it sort of backs up into more cinematic talking with the bubbles and that kind of thing, which I feel is a lot better. You don't have to sit there and click and read and click and read. And it's just feels very bloated, slow, sort of... rigid in a sense, but at the same time disjointed. It just you have to click if you're speeding through it, and it's a lot of dialogue. And then like they have an entire episode where the last episode, right? Dragons Reach Part 2, I think. It was in Part 2. Beginning of Part 2, there is a party you go to, and it is all dialogue. That's it. There's no fighting. I don't think so. I don't think there's any fighting in there. All the achievements are based off that dialogue, so you have to click through it. And that's the way the game used to be. And back then, I thought it was great. And then going back through it, you know, with the better production now, with the more cinematic type stuff, where the voice actors are so much more important to it all. It just shows you how far ArenaNet has come in 8 years. So we're talking 7 years ago right now, going into that 6-year territory where there's that shift from HOT over. So Season 3 is going to be drastically different from Season 2. And the thing is, when you're playing through what ArenaNet has given you, and you get into that stuff, it's almost like a shock to your system to just see how different it is. And so going from the Icebrood saga with this grand story, and then devoting a lot of writing material and things to it, but still having... We had the lack of voice acting too, so going back to that, if you have to play through those episodes again, will be interesting in the sense that I never went back and listened to the voice actors, and there's an achievement for that. It's just a point, but the thing was, when those voice actors weren't there, it was different. It was just, you could feel it. And so going back to Season 2 now, you can see just how much dialogue was just in there. But I wonder how much of that dialogue did change and got clarified and stuff now that they know where the story is versus where they were planning that it was going. I wonder if they went back and changed anything in there. So, I don't know, something to think about. But going into Season 3, we're definitely going to see that change. And then if there's any Season 4, Season 5 achievements, which there's going to be, I just wonder how they're going to do those. They'll come later? I don't know. But I'll keep up with it. We'll have more YouTube Live stuff here if I'm able to play through that stuff quickly and find those little gaps. So again, July 13th, but a couple weeks after that, we had the July 27th thing, big announcement. This thing, that's the final week of July, literally the final week of July, and a month before Guild Wars 2's 9th birthday. So it will be exciting to hear about like the beta event and that kind of stuff, July 27th, and that's a couple months away. It feels it's less than a couple months away. It feels so far away to me, but it's gotta happen really fast. I mean, the first 3 weeks of these events have just flown by. It's really easily. Just tomorrow we're on to the third set of episodes for free and that kind of thing. So it's just great. It's just great content to have without making new content, in the sense that, you know, it's not a new story. It's not leading us somewhere. But after July 27th, I guarantee there's going to be some bridging things. The introduction to the story. There's going to be bridging events to that. They've done that every time, just to get us ready. And then the elite specializations, I'm going to look at really close. Really close, because I'm curious to see what they're going to introduce this time. Path of Fire's ones, I enjoyed trying them. I didn't enjoy playing them. I don't play the Scourge very well. I just don't like it. It feels very spammy versus the Reaper, where you go into Shroud, come out of it. You have your it's more separated, I feel, on Reaper than, because you're still going into Death Shroud. So I didn't like Scourge. I did like Spellbreaker a bit. Hollowsmith is all right. I'm trying to think. Deadeye has been fun with Pistol, but that's more using a core build, sort of enhancing it with the elite specs, which I think that's the point of elite specs at the end of the day. It's just to enhance what you like to play with the character. But we don't have that for every class. Sometimes when you're playing a class, you're like, I don't like this. I don't like changing elements on the Elementalist, which makes the class moot for me. So I don't play it. I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel comfortable to me. But if they introduce a new elite spec that is less element change or something more based in stages, then I might enjoy it a lot more. But it hasn't happened yet. Weapons. We've speculated on weapons. There's probably going to be new weapons or something like that, but who knows? They could find a combination we haven't thought about and been like, oh yeah, that's cool, right? Other things, what masteries is going to be a big question. Is there going to be a new race? Is there going to be that kind of stuff? So are we going to find that out on July 27th is the question. They said it was a tidal wave of information. And if they have a lot of things ready to go, it will be great to go in and get them the information they need. Do the beta event if you can, because it's good to get feedback and give it to ArenaNet. If you like something, don't like something, that kind of stuff, make sure you give feedback, because it's important to ArenaNet to get good criticism and good feedback and good just comments. If you enjoy something, that's just as important as something you don't like. And I feel like a lot of times when we go into beta stuff or new things, we talk about the negatives more than we talk about the good stuff. And I do that a lot. I do that a lot live on Twitch and live here and live other places, right? But, you know, like the ending of the Icebrood Saga, a lot of people came out. I didn't like the ending, but nobody really talked about what they did like in the Icebrood Saga. The big thing about the last episode of the Icebrood Saga was... and I talked about this on Jebro's Lightbringers podcast, was the reward system was fantastic. If you did not get everything done, it's still there. And not only that, the big meta event that gives you 2 golds, it gives you like 50 of those defense seals. So if you don't like the DRMs, you don't have to do them. You can just do that meta once a day for a while and earn all your volcanic weapons. If you didn't get the volcanic weapon stuff done, you can buy 3 chests a week for 1 gold, 100 defense seals, and if you do it every day, that's 350 plus defense seals, because it gives you a little more than 50, and gives you 14 gold, so it's easy to buy that stuff. Just to give you an idea, that also get your masteries done, because that's the way you buy it. But when you get your masteries done and all that kind of stuff, the experience in the meta feeds towards that mastery, so you can get that done slowly. So if you've missed some stuff in the that last episode and it's been really slow, their reward system is fantastic. It just gives you so much stuff that you might be missing and things like that. And it's sort of sad that final episode got broken up the way it did, because it felt like the dragon stuff was just dragging on. right? To some, and other people, they feel like Primordius didn't get a good send-off, and Jormag didn't get a good send-off. And I think that's what ANET heard a lot of, was just like, that was a horrible ending. But there was a lot of great things that did happen at the end there. And one of the big ones was the reward system. And I hope ANET understands that that kind of thing will continue to push this game forward. People coming in behind others just have to do something. It's not less work, it's just different to be able to get the rewards that others may have. I mean, 2 weeks and you can get the infusion for the dwarf. And it's less than that if you can get the discount vendor to have that infusion, which is like 600 instead of 750 or something like that. So even an infusion is reachable just in a couple weeks, which is different from past stuff that's not reachable in a couple weeks. Like, you can't get legendary armor in a couple weeks, but that's an extreme, right? But there are other things that are coming up, like the luminous armor and things like that. That takes time. You have to be pretty dedicated for hours in Silver Waste to get that kind of stuff done, at least efficiency wise. So, I mean, you have to take out each boss and things like that. So seeing the Silver Waste come back the way it is reminds me that the reward systems we had back then were more time consuming than sort of just do this once a day type stuff, which is more ANET style. ANET is big on metas and doing something once a day. They're big on go do some world bosses here, run some fractals, call it a day, and yes, you will have 500 gold by the end of the month. And it's true. It's true. I've seen the farms. I've seen what other people do because I'm big on that kind of stuff. I like to see numbers. So while my gathering routes have died, doing fractals has earned me a ridiculous amount of money. I think it was like 100 and something gold this week. I had to spend 40 something of it. But in a week, that's 100 gold. In 4 weeks, that's 400 gold plus. You just got to know what to do with stuff, and I'm a veteran, so I don't have to buy any +9s or anything like that. I should, because it's always good to have extra AR, but I could buy +11s and put them on my Necro's armor now and use the potions and stuff for that. So these events coming back, it's eye-opening to see where the rewards are. And also, they've added rewards, a lot of rewards to Fractals. So there's still things to do, and they try to keep Fractals fresh because it's their child, in a sense of where dungeons used to be. They try to push people towards raids and Fractals. Fractals still trying to push people towards raids. That's why I believe the last few Fractals are horrible, but they're more raid-oriented. But when you have a really good group, I did Sun Qua yesterday, the easiest time I think I've ever done it. I had to use a res orb. I was the only person to die in my group at the end boss. That's because I got in a bad situation, and then one of them laughed at me. But but I went down and died, and I res myself and joined them to finish the fight. But it was probably the easiest time. Long-winded? Yes. Sorry if you can hear the revving in the background, but I wanted to get on today just to say I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm still doing the things, and then go back over all this kind of stuff. It is a lot. Trying to think where we started on this journey. Let me back all the way up. May 25th? Yeah, that's when the episode's unlocked. May 14th, the week-long stuff started happening, so we're almost a month into it. May 11th, the skills balance happened as well. So we talked about that shortly after April 29th, right? Maybe around then? I don't know when my last live show was. I don't remember. But there it is. So we're a month into this. We got a couple more months to go. A little less than that. I will not wait as long as other things happen. So we have World versus World. Dragon Bash we'll definitely be talking about at some point. But I'll probably get on and talk about more of the achievements and things like that and what I'm doing as a veteran for anyone who's curious about that. And then sort of talk about the expectations a little closer to July 27th. I think it's important as we go further and see the stuff they're giving us in the bonus events is sort of telling of what they're willing to talk about July 27th. But I I think that's it. I think that's everything I want to cover. It seems short. I may have missed some things. Oh, wait, no, it's not. We got one more major thing to talk about that I wanted to talk about today. That's the community chest. If you know what the community chest is, either watch Mighty Teapot's video. I think Muckluck I might be wrong. But let's talk about that. Let's get back into Guild Wars 2. Because thanks to ArenaNet, I'm able to get my hands onto one of them. I am an ArenaNet partner. Boop. So, you know, beyond just the scope of being an ArenaNet partner, community chests aren't just given for free. They're given sort of randomly. They're very elusive, and they're given to people who do things in the community. So, like, right now, what is it, Heartstruck? Right, I'm getting the name wrong, but Mighty Teapot and people over there are doing their events and stuff like that, and some of these codes are available. I'm not going to say all the time, but sometimes for people who win those things or are involved with those things, that kind of stuff. And it's important to know that. Over on Twitch, sometimes you'll see Guild Wars 2 come into chat and be like, yo, can I give some codes out? And this is what they are. So it's called a community chest, right? And inside that community chest, which I'm going to have to take finally, I try to avoid taking this, but it's a special gift to thank you for being part of our community. ArenaNet is trying to grow the community stuff and do the things. I can preview it now. And inside of here, you can choose stuff. You can get a Dragon Emblem balloon. You can get the Dragon Emblem clothing outfit if you haven't got that. The Ascended Arene clothing outfit is in there, so that's one of the rarer outfits because only so many codes. There's a mini Squire Arene. I'll show you that one for sure. So that's Arene with a hat on, a tail that I don't know. I feel like is less dangerous, but yeah, she has an armor set on. There is a mini Angry chest if you don't have that unlocked. The Aviator Quaggan mail carrier. There's the Confetti mail carrier. There's a club chair for your wardrobe. There's a Night Watch stool in your wardrobe. There's a Pirate Captain's chair. Then there's also a couple finishers here. The permanent Sand Shark finisher, and then there's the permanent Minstrel finisher, which a lot of people love the Minstrel one. The Sand Shark one, that's what that looks like. And here's the Minstrel one. It's a great one when it came out. And then there's Arene die kits, 4 of them. So there's a lot of dies in here I don't have. I can't remember if this is the only way to get these or they were on the gym store, but I can't remember. But there's some of the less ones and things like that. So with the chest, you get to pick any of that. I suggest going for the outfits, maybe a finisher. I don't know. I believe I have the balloon. I have the outfits because I've been lucky enough to come across. I think somebody gave me the code from the big Quizno thing. I don't remember what they had. They had extra codes, and I was able to grab one of those. Maybe I got this from ArenaNet. I'm not sure, but I got an Ascended Arene outfit code when ArenaNet gave us 20 codes, and I gave out the other 19. And I took one for myself because I was like, look, I don't keep my gems. I give them out for free. I'll take that. But the community chest is sort of like a thank you for being involved type of thing. It's a nice reward. I don't know what I'm going to take from mine. I might keep it for a bit. I might get the Minstrel finisher. But like the chair, sit on the chair, I guess. Pirate Captain's chair. I don't know why they don't show you sitting on this. Those are pretty cool. I don't remember if any of these are exclusive to this chest. I can't remember. But yeah, it's just a thank you that ArenaNet's out there. To get a code, you must be involved with community things or be lucky enough to be involved with other community things like watching live shows and that kind of stuff. Edie, you've never heard of this? That's why I'm showing it off here, because some of my community does not know about it. Again, it's such a little thing. It's such a little thing, but it has big impact. for existing. I don't know if there is ever going to be a title for ever having one of these, or other titles will come to the community and things like that. It would be interesting to see ArenaNet more involved that way, that people who do big events like the we're talking about gamers giving back stuff and things like that, those who are involved and lead that and are able to raise things for charity. It'd be cool to see, like, it doesn't have to be a title though. It'd be cool to see t-shirts, outfits, things like that. Like, that's my big thing. Like, ArenaNet does these t-shirts and they're such a simple idea, but they can mean so much for people that are involved. You know, the extra life stuff, a t-shirt. A lot of people are like, well, are they going to keep doing the title upgrades and things like that? And some people didn't like that, but I think a t-shirt should be the next stage of getting involved with the community and the community goal. It'd be cool to have a t-shirt every year, and the extra life stuff to say, I was there, I was present, type of thing. Should it be gone? Yes and no. I mean, the thing about, like, so many outfits and stuff, you're trying to 100% Guild Wars 2, that's an insane idea. But I understand not being able to do everything and be there every time, and wanting to get the dumb shirt type of thing. But at the end of the day, I think it's fun to reward those in a way that are trying to enhance the game in a more positive light. And so I think those who Pink Day in LA is another one, and the toga party, and that kind of, it'd be so great to get a toga outfit for the toga party. But that's going to come down to, does ArenaNet have the resources? Does ArenaNet have the money? Further than that, are the higher ups going to be okay with that, supporting these other groups? Because we can see what happens, in a sense of what happens when someone big in the community has been doing something wrong. So we had a Baron get caught by doing duping items, and I can see how that holds back. But should those who don't do that get punished for the one or two bad people involved? That's always my thing with that. That ArenaNet has to make those decisions. I'm glad I'm not involved with those decisions. In all honesty, though, I would continue to want to support these things, because it's so much bigger than the game, right? It's so much bigger for all sorts of reasons. Fighting cancer, saving kids' lives, helping people who are less fortunate through Guild Wars 2. I think that's a great reward in itself to me, but other people, they want to show that somehow through that same venue, right? So Guild Wars 2 giving them a shirt because they are there and things like that, or being the ability to try to get a shirt every year or something like that, I think is an important thing to people, because they can be like, yeah, I was there and I got a shirt and I got this outfit or whatever, right? Some people are talking about weapons, you know, but I think outfits are so much simpler. It's something that can show off. Novelty items too, like here in the community chest, they have this dragon emblem. I can't show it here for some reason, but I can show you in my own novelty section. So this balloon, this is such a simple idea too. I feel it's simple, but the question will always be, is it? Right, so it's this to celebrate the dragon, and you get that through the gym store and things like that. But the thing is, balloons are fun, you know, and this is another simple way. I remember when the kites came out. I only have the guild kite to show for it because I made that one. I don't remember other ones in here. Yeah, so like they had the sun kite and stuff, but the guild kite, I don't remember how you get that and things like that. I don't remember if that was on the gym store or what it was. But these are simple things. Tonics too. They've been giving out a lot of tonics. I believe they gave a tonic with the fractal rewards. Yeah, they did. But I don't remember what it was. It was the moat. That's right. It was the fractal moat tonic. So, like, when they do these bonus events, the novelty type stuff is such a simple thing, I think, that it would be nice to stretch over more into community events. A lot of people talk about titles, like the Extra Life title. I like that idea for community events, but at the same time, titles sort of get looked over and things like that. It'd be great to see, you know, trying to find the thing I'm thinking about. And I remember when these endless Quag and Tonics came out. The monkey, you can get that in Silver Waste. It's pretty cheap on a trading post. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I was thinking of a certain balloon or something. I might not have it unlocked now that I think about it. I think I once had it and I destroyed it for some reason. Maybe. Or accidentally. I don't know. I've lost some things on this account and I never knew how or why or what happened to them. I don't know if somebody did something and ArenaNet secretly got rid of it. Who knows? But like, the thing is, I think novelty items, again, are the way to go. But we'll see. We'll see. I like the idea of outfits, too. The shirts. You know, we got this shirt if you owned HOT before Path of Fire. We'll probably get another outfit to reward us. I think also if you had the core game, you got... Which outfit is it? Slowing down here. I'm running out of energy. I'm talking too much. There's a lot of outfits in the game that I don't talk about that were once tonics. Which one is this? I've unlocked a lot of outfits too. This one, the Royal Guard outfit, was given for free for players who had it. So ArenaNet does give us these free things cosmetically. But I think t-shirts are just the easiest way to go in the sense of outfits. Seize the Awkward. Yeah, that one right there. They also had a tonic for this. That's a great community outreach thing. I hope ArenaNet continues to do that and stretches that into other community things that have been here for a long time, like Pink Day in LA and the Toga Party and just that kind of stuff. It's hard, though, because you don't want to support something that ends up being in a negative light or, you know, shady, and I understand that, but at the same time, some of the stuff has never been. I've been involved with it, so I don't know. Community chest is a great idea just as something simple to give, again, to players. It's out there. I think Mighty Teapot did a more in-depth video about it. I'm just sort of skimming over it a little bit, what's there and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to events, those that are involved running those events will probably understand this a bit more. I don't know how many codes that ArenaNet's willing to give out for those. But again, I know over on Twitch for sure that sometimes Guild Wars 2 jumps into chats, asks the streamers, yo, can I give the community some things? And of course people say yes, because who wouldn't? But yeah, and then you just have to be quick on the draw. And with that, I want to remind you that anytime you get an item code, so when you redeem a code on the gym store, right, it's not here. This is the gym code. I don't know why it's set up this way. It's not very intuitive. I think it's also weird that you have to click to do it. Item codes and gym codes should be different codes. You would think, but I think the way it's coded, it's just different. But when you have a promo item code, which this community chest code would be, it's actually an item code. That's what you need to know. And you have to redeem it in the item code. So there's a little button that I click there, and then there it is. Enter your code exactly as it's received on the box below, and then blah, blah, blah. You usually don't get it on a box, but put the code in here and hit redeem, and you'll get your item. If you try to do it in the gyms thing, it's just going to say it doesn't work. And that's not going to work because it's for gym codes only. So you have to click the redeem item code. There was another ArenaNet partner had a cool little visual that I really need to steal from them because a lot of people get confused. Same thing with the arena outfit code. Like, you have to claim it there. So anytime you get an outfit, a balloon, a community chest thing, if it's an item, you have to claim it in that spot. Which, as more of these come out, I hope they do change that window in the black line Black Lion stores so people don't get so confused. Or just make it one spot. Like when they put in the code, it knows whether it's gym code or an item code. I don't know. Quality of life stuff. It's up to ArenaNet. I'm just talking about it because I feel like it's something that's been floating around and a lot of people don't know about it. Like DD, I've never heard of this. It's not surprising. I do feel like it's a secret in itself. But as events are happening right now in this month from all sorts of creators, they probably have the community chests and stuff that are going to happen there. So there you can go try to grab it. Here, I don't have any. I'll be honest, I only have gym codes, and I haven't given those away in a long time, and they have built up to a stupid level. So we're going to celebrate going into Dragons. We'll have a giveaway here. We'll have one on Twitter. We'll have one on Discord. And it's not going to be a little amount. It's going to be like 2,000 gems. All right? Maybe more. I don't know. 4,000 gems? We'll see how many gems I have. And I'll just... Lucky people will win lucky things. Maybe I'll split it up a little bit more. Maybe I'll split them up to 800. Who knows? But giveaways will happen. If I do get community chest codes somehow for some reason or other codes, you can always be a part of the Discord. That's all down in the description. The Discord, Twitter, and watching me on Twitch is the best way to know what's going on with Guild Wars 2. So, Chaz! Wish there was a way to have multiple outfits prepped like equipment with different dye schemes because it's a pain changing up every time I'm a character. I hear you. Wardrobe tabs? Should that be a thing? Yes. Yes, it should. Is ArenaNet going to monetize it? 100%. But so many people would be ecstatic. The thing is, if they didn't make it expensive, people would buy more of it. I really do feel that way. I feel like a lot of stuff on the gym store is just one half step too far, and so it just looks too expensive. It's not like with Oreo cookies when you go to the store. Let me tell you, chocolate cookie, nice cream, chocolate cookie is not an exceptional cookie. Like, yes, does the chocolate wafer matter? Sure. But I mean, like, if you're just looking for an Oreo type cookie dipped in milk, Oreos are just more expensive because they're telling you that they're worth more. But they're not actually like the generic Walmart brand. Let me tell you, they're just as good. I've tried it before. I've tried to see the difference. There isn't. There isn't. And what was the old ones? What was the other ones called? I think MatPat did like a food theory on it. If you want to go check that out. But the whole reason of having a higher price sometimes of that brand food is just to say we're worth more. We use higher quality products, but they don't. And I think the gym store does that. Like, our stuff is really worth that. But it's not. I mean, buying a tab slot thing, I mean, is it really worth 600 gems or whatever? No. 300? Yeah, sure. That's easier. Less than $5? Some people throw away $5 when they go to Starbucks. All right, can I get the extra syrup, blah, blah, blah? And they charge you $1.29 for something that costs them 15 cents. Right? So it all comes down to being savvy about it. But at the same time, that's why they usually have sales, because people aren't buying stuff. Because it's already too expensive. It's my biggest criticism about microtransactions in video games. If you just made certain things 99 cents, you'd probably make a lot more money. Funny enough, if you want to see a big return on the Switch as a game developer, you do huge discounts on your games. You actually make more money by doing that than if you were just to like take 20% off or something, or just leave it at a small price. So say even your game's only worth $8, because I've read this and it's crazy. So if it's worth $8, they only make so many sales, so only so much money comes in. But if they did an 80% discount or whatever, they dropped it down to like $2 or 99 cents, they ended up making like ridiculous amounts of money hand over fist because of that. Are they going to make as much as if they sold that many at the $8? No. But they're never going to sell that many at $8. That's my point. So on the Switch, it's more important to do those deep discounts because more people just like, oh yeah, $1, $2, they'll buy more of it. And ArenaNet, they just haven't grabbed that part of the market. There are just some people out there with not a lot of money, and they're not going to swipe that credit card or get those gems. I understand the gold to gems conversion. I get it. I get that argument 100%. But it's still not worth it. At the end of the day, like, it's better to keep your gold and go buy legendary weapons right now. It is. There is no point to go in the gym store to try to look good if legendary weapons are going to be more valuable than anything that's ever going to be on the gym store. Because with the legendary armory, you get that legendary greatsword. If you get an ascended weapon box, all you do is salvage that weapon. That's it. Because there's no reason for it, right? Because that's what the armory should do, is be able to give that to all your characters. You no longer need that weapon. The whole idea is sustenance for your characters, right? But if you want to look good and you want to buy something off the gym store and you have to weigh like, oh, $10, am I gonna cancel Netflix for a month to get this thing, or am I gonna keep Netflix? They're gonna keep Netflix 100%, even though it's like $15 now. They're gonna keep Netflix over spending $15 in the game. But you like throw $5 in their face and they'll be like, ah, man, I just won't go buy those cookies this week. That's what they'll do. And so then ArenaNet gets the money. And that's why they do discounts. But at the same time, anytime you go into the gym store and you're like, really? $25 for that? Why do you think we don't have 2,000 gym mounts anymore? Why do you think the real reason is? Because I'm right. You don't want to spend $25 on something. They're still trying to charge you $20 for that. It's crazy. I'll skip my Taco Bell box each week. There you go. But that's my point. Like, the free stuff they give us is great. When it comes to the gym store, though, I mean, what's going on? That's the problem with the gym store. That's the problem with monetizing stuff in this game, too. It's usually overpriced for a lot of people who play the game. That's pay to play. A lot of people say this is a free-to-play game. It's true. You can free-to-play it, but you have to pay to get the full thing. I mean, even the core game's limited. There's a lot there, but it's not free-to-play. I don't know. Every time I go to a website and I see Guild Wars 2 labeled free-to-play, I'm just like, no, you have to put the asterisk there if you're going to do that. Or you need to put pay-to-play with free-to-play trial. No time limit. That's what you put. Because technically that's what it is, a free-to-play trial. Which, if you go down in my description, you click that link, that will support me if you want to try the game. Also, can you hit the like button if you're here? That helps me out. Leave a comment if you got any questions, anything like that. I'll try to answer you. I usually answer questions on a live show or video for a month. Sometimes if you have a really good question and I catch it on the YouTube, I will answer anyways. But especially, and if I don't answer a question in the past or you have a comment or something, put it on the new one. I don't care if you double post on my videos, as long as it's not a negative tool thing that somebody once put on there because they don't understand people live differently and you won't believe this, but some people just don't have money to throw out into the wind. It's crazy. So, the guy must work for the gym store. Sorry, I'm getting goofy here. But yeah, if you want to support me, hitting the like button right now is the best way to do it, and it's free. Right? Unless you didn't like it, I guess you could hit the dislike button. I'm sad. Now it made me sad by hitting the dislike button. That's your goal? Okay. But I think I'm going to call it there. Everybody had fun today. Dee, thank you for being an amazing mod coming in. Community chest. Be out there looking for it. Fractal Rush event ends in 17 hours now. 16 and a half. Same thing with the free episodes. Log in, grab those. You don't have to play or anything. You just need to get on a character into the game, grab them for free. Same thing. New episodes come out tomorrow. Log in, grab those free. Just be logging in every week in this game, and you just earn free stuff all the time. My original old game that's the same age as my main account does not have season 2 episodes for free. So I'm getting those on that account, doing this too. So it's really nice to be able to build up that account. That's just a solid core account. It has no expansions, nothing on it. It's one of my oldest accounts. Great, because you can see just what the game tries to offer you. And when you don't have the expansion, or when you do have the expansion and stuff off the gym store, you don't always know what people can see and stuff because they remove it. It's no longer there because you have it. Oops, hit the mic. But yeah, so it's good to see that stuff sometimes. But anyhow, down in the description, there's all sorts of stuff going on. There's chat there. I didn't even know that chat was up. But we have that World versus World Downstate. New episodes coming out on the 8th and 15th. We'll probably have another YouTube live thing before we hit the Downstate, just to talk over the episode stuff and see where the metas are at after the end of Season 2's metas. So that would be the first bit of achievements. But we'll check that out when that's going on. Yeah, people were talking to me. What? People talk to me? I appreciate Chaz Didi with the commentary. Always appreciate it. Anything else I need to tell you guys? I don't think so. Twitter, Discord, YouTube. No, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, here on YouTube. YouTube Cubes, you're amazing. Sub if you would like. I would appreciate that. I know I have promised content and it's not here. Just wait. You just wait. The expansion has sort of boggled my mind, but I had some personal things going on and stuff that got in. It wasn't in the way, but it was something that was bothering me, and I've gotten a lot of that done. I still have this space to clear. Once I get this done, I think I'll be set to just sit there and game. I was also doing some personal gaming goals that were taking a lot more time. I 100%ed Skyrim, so that's a crazy thing. So we're up to 4 likes. Nice. More before the end? I don't know. It depends how many people are here. It really does. You can like it even after. So that's it. I appreciate everybody who comes and watches these and listens to them or whatever, uses them as a podcast and things like that. Again, I always want to tell you my appreciation because it is there. I feel like people don't think I'm grateful about things because I'm so like salty and critical, but really I do appreciate it. I appreciate ArenaNet giving us all this free stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what the expansion is going to bring. I have my doubts sometimes, and I voice that. But at the end of the day, it's like that relationship. You can't. I'm married to Guild Wars 2. I'm just married to it. So, you know, I'm committed. Does it suck that they keep putting the toilet paper roll on backwards? Yes. Does it suck they don't know how to close the mouthwash effectively? Yes. But do I love them? Yes. That is a metaphor for my wife. Toilet paper, actually, we put it on the same way. That's just one for everyone. Toilet paper is a big discussion. Anyhow, I'm done. I'm out. I appreciate all of you. As always, I leave you with this. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We're all we got. Have a great night, day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. Make it great. If you are going to bed, sleep well, get that rest. You will need it. Trust me. There's all my stuff. The YouTube's on there because I haven't made one specifically for you. Apologize. I don't see you for the rest of June. Enjoy the rest of June. If I don't see you for the rest of 2021, please stay safe out there. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated, please. I would appreciate that. Others would appreciate it. If you can do it, just get it done. And be kind. We don't have enough kindness in the world. I feel everybody is having a rough life, and if we just smiled a little bit more and asked people how their day's going, things would be greater. So let's do that. Let's do it. I'll see you guys soon, and I'll be over on Twitch tomorrow. Bye.